Migmatis Golf. First of all, sorry about my scraggly voice. I think I've just picked up a tiny cold or something. So, just getting over that. I am in Hong Kong. It's nice and warm, but the weather is a bit junk. So, perfect opportunity to make a video for you, really. I'll just show you really quickly. See if I can do this. Alright, there we go. Look at that, that's a good view, huh? Doing a bit of construction there, but as you can see, raining, overcast, loads of thunderstorms throughout the night. So I haven't really ventured out yet. But there you go. So we haven't really done a read to improve video for a while, so I thought that's what I'd do, and I was racking my brain to think of which book I was gonna do. I carry a few with me at all times, just to refer back to again when I'm bored in a hotel room. And light bulb went off, because it's very topical at the moment on the Golf Channel and other places. This new kid has burst onto the scenes, this Bryson DeChambeau. That's a great name, isn't it? Yeah, there are certain people who just have great names. That's a great name. Yeah, and DeChambeau, you know, has developed his golf swing based on some of the principles in Homer Kelley's The Golfing Machine. Now, you might have heard about this book, and it's a controversial book, and it's been around for 46 years, 47 years, something like that, so it stood the test of time, but people either love it or hate it. If you just go on Amazon, look at the reviews, you'll notice that it gets a lot of mixed reviews, and I think I know why. So, golf is such a great game because it appeals to all different types of people, okay? It appeals equally to the very technically minded, engineering type minds, you know, the people that love to concentrate on the little details, the physics of the swing, etc., etc. But it also appeals to the artistic folk, you know, the people that love visualizing shots. And they don't get too technical, they do everything by feel. You know, golf appeals to those people as well. But this book, The Golfing Machine, this book almost entirely excludes those artsy people. This is a real engineer's book, okay? Even for an engineering mind, right? That's kind of my mind. That's kind of how I am. Even somebody into physics and engineering, this is a pretty tough read, okay? You got to read some chapters over and over again. So I think the reason it gets such mixed reviews is it polarizes people, okay? The artsy-fartsy people, it's not like they is too thick to understand it. It's not that. It's that it just doesn't inspire them, okay? Probably if they knuckled down, they could get their heads around it. But it doesn't appeal to the type of golf they like to play. On the other hand, to people like myself who love physics, engineering, and all that, it really does appeal. So I love the book. Okay, now I think that is why it has such mixed reviews. And like I said, even if you are of an engineering disposition like myself, it's still a tough read, okay? You still have to go back over a lot of the stuff in the book to really, really understand it. So, is it worth getting? Well, yeah, it is worth getting if you are, you know, technically inclined. Yeah, I think it definitely is worth getting. It's not cheap. They're on their 7th edition, and like I said, 46 years later, so a lot of them have been sold, but it's still not a cheap book. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but It's very hard to come by, especially older editions. I think you have to buy a new edition, and it's not cheap. But it is worth its weight in gold because it dissects the golf swing down into all of its tiny little components, and it really does treat the golf swing, as the title says, like a machine. Okay, it's just like having a robot swing at the ball, and what are the ideal conditions, angles, conservation of momentum, all that kind of stuff. Like, what is ideal for a good golf swing? And so there's a lot to be learned from the book. I love it. Like I said, it's not one of those books that you can kind of get lost in and fall asleep to. You need to be concentrating, yeah? Yeah, you really have to read and reread some of the pages to understand them. But if you're like me, I'll say it again, get the book, The Golfing Machine by Homer Kelley. If nothing else, you'll be able to tell your buddies, hey, I read The Golfing Machine. They'll all think you're a friggin' genius, and you can tell them about it. Save them the pain of having to read it. All right, guys, that's enough from me. Once again, sorry about the voice. I hope the audio's not too bad. And I'll see you again soon with another Read to Improve video. Later, folks.